What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Hey, I'm going to go over FUN. This was a nice 38% return for me today. Did have some 30s on this one, right? Point 30s. Had a little bit of point 29s and then averaged up to 30 as I saw it consolidated and then was ready to put another leg. It's very important to understand what kind of daily you're trading. All right. As you guys can see, FUN had a couple of offerings, right? On this daily, right? So they had a couple of drops. They had an offering pre-market, right? And then they had an offering after hours, okay? All right, so they had back-to-back offerings. It just kind of caught you off guard. One was after hours, and then the other one was pre-market, okay? Still doesn't take away what kind of daily we're trying to play or that could be potentially setting up, okay? This is a nice liquidity play right here, a nice liquidity trap on the daily. There's key levels that are not breaking down that are very important. All right, I'm just going to break down today's, I love, as a long, some beautiful sideways consolidation, okay? If you zoom into, let me show you the 1 minute real quick. Actually, I'll show you on the book a little bit better to me. All right, when you see this sideways consolidation and then right before open, we have a nice, basically flag or a pennant that pops up, consolidates. You can see this nice control right here. Very important to see that they removed this liquidity that's up here right here against 29, and then someone came here pre-market and absorbed this limit order, this passive order right here sitting at 2840s, okay? A little bit of, in between 2840s right here, okay? As the market opened, we did not have that weak low volume pullback or that weak open market pullback on this one, okay? This immediately retested these areas of interest or these areas of liquidity and just swiped right through it because there wasn't a lot on the book anymore. There wasn't a lot of asks or offers trying to hold it down. And then you can see this, another buyer comes here and absorbs this offer at 29 cents, okay? 29.93 to be exact, all right? Pulls back and consolidates, okay, for about an hour. All right, we got a nice pop consolidation up all the way until about 10:30. You're going to see another nice control right here. All right, this is great for understanding and utilizing the book, okay? This area right here is used for control, and then they pull the offer. This is pulling the offer right here. Okay, so somebody pulled the offer, somebody came here, did remove some, but you can see right here 600,000 shares are right there on the book, and as price action started to come up, they started to pull. Okay, this is nice control. All right, this is a very nice control setup to me. And moving forward, you're going to see some liquidity being removed too. This one actually started to fill more of its gap. Now there's a big area to understand and pretty much want to target to me on this one, okay? And this was that offering dump, okay? So they had a huge area right here. So 33, 34 was a really key area to me of interest to try to reclaim. So as I'm tapping 30s, I want to see how this is going to react against 34. And now we're going to pull back the book, okay? So now as we're entering these areas, liquidity is getting removed, but there isn't that heavy backside feeling, that if you see a lot of my videos, you're going to see where, where pretty much, let me see, because FUN did kind of do it a little bit, almost where this kind of sets in, but it holds it down, all right? So when we're retesting these 34 areas, there's liquidity being removed, but to me there wasn't a high interest of maybe the current order book flipping or there's a ton of offers being held over this. So, that was great. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That's exactly what I wanted to see to hold and a continuation. We have nice pullbacks, pulling back to these previous areas of interest right here. So that's nice when pullbacks. As a long, when I utilize the book in context, I want to see areas of liquidity get removed and the potentially of pullbacks pull back even be retested, okay? And then for them not to get heavy on the book. Super, super important for me to keep my position and to keep holding for a bigger return, okay? From ads, right here in the 5, this was a nice, 32% return, a little bit under. So the main goal for me is to try to crank anywhere between 20 and 40 and then you're going to have those other ones that just have a lot more range, okay? Remember, FUN is a big float, right? So it's going to take a lot of volume, a lot of price action to keep it continuing and cranking. Now, to me, this did close pretty strong. Wow, that was a lucky trend line right there. That's funny. This did close pretty strong in the sense that it did not show signs of weakness. So this will be a play that I'll be looking to for continuation for tomorrow to eventually want to retest these 48 areas. Okay. Other than that, on the book right here, there was some really great book flips. Things where, areas where this thing started to break through and then immediately bids would come in. Okay. This is nice to see when you see some liquidity when there's buyers and bidders stepping up to help continue price action. Okay. Just remember what spoofs are. Spoofs are bids that come in or buyers willing to buy and they get pulled. All right, this was a big drop on this one. All right, and the reason for that is there wasn't a lot of liquidity or bidders pushing up with this price action. Okay, so that's very important to see, right? To see if there's going to be a continuation on this. The best part about this is that sellers got absorbed over here. Sellers got absorbed over here, and then a new bidder came in and stepped up to the plate. All right, then we're going to get some nice consolidation. There's an offer put right here. This guy gets absorbed. All right, this is another example of liquidity getting removed, and now we're consolidating above these areas. Okay, again, that's another example. Same one earlier, but just more zoomed in. Okay, as price action starts to break through these, this is another great observation to be looking for, is that we have some type of bid support or something through kind of, throw off the book, right? And when I say that is because there are going to be a lot of situations where you kind of see, all right, over here, right, there's this another spoof that popped up, okay? Somebody was willing to buy this, or, someone put a 202K bid up, right? What does this do in other situations again, too, when you're watching this, all right? Anybody who missed the play, right, you always got breakout buyers. You got people who trade just because there's a bid. You got those scalpers who like, oh, wow, big bid, let me get in, pops up, they take their little profit. So that's great, okay? That's going to help drive price action or continue price action to go ahead and potentially test the next liquidity that's on the book, right? So it's kind of like an algo trying to fight each other back and forth and, looking for where is the liquidity. It's trying to grab it, okay? So it's very important and pretty key to see these, but also remember what happens if they get pulled, right? You're going to see a lot of this, and now if it creates empty space or these get pulled and they're not sticking through, then it potentially can cause a big pullback, right? Now, really key right here too, again, when you're utilizing the book, you're going to see that this 0.40 offer got chewed into just a little bit, right? But not enough to actually drive the price up. So remember to spread your book, right? Utilize this way. It's a great way to see that. So you're going to see that, yeah, maybe somebody did tap into this, but now when we have the best offer sitting in that 0.40 magnet, this 367,000K offer, right? That's not including with what ARCA has and other things on level 2 and those other books that are not popping up on here, okay? So, that's just about 400K sitting right here. Doesn't include what could potentially be there, right, on these other ARCA books and things that are not showing up on the DX feed, okay? Super key. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got on this one. Some price targets were definitely hit for me, right? I did stop out the rest down here once it kind of broke out at VWAP. But by then, I really didn't have that much. So I was perfectly okay with a 30% return on this and locking that in. And then tomorrow I'll be looking for some continuation. I do want to get better in the future at trying to keep a really great average on this and see if I can start swinging. But right now, the focus is not on that right now. The focus is on continuing to stick with the playbooks and things that I've been working on studying and moving forward to see how price action is going to continually be auctioned on the book and keep learning, right? That is the most best thing that you can do for yourself, is to keep soaking in tons of knowledge, okay? All right, much love, guys. Peace out, Mikey, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.